Hi everyone, LiberAnarchy here, responding to come on. I'm not doing another take. Responding to White Wolf Heathen. He did a video called Response to LiberAnarchy. Link in the crotch bar. I have also linked my video that he is responding to in the crotch bar. First and foremost, my video is not a drama video. I am not going to take his video as a drama video. I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt and take it as constructive criticism. I'm not offended. I'm not insulted. I'm not upset. I don't see any reason to make any more out of this than what it probably is. So yeah, this is not some kind of dramatic YouTube back and forth. Oh no. Okay, so your first point to me was that although I was correct in identifying an ad hominem, I was not specific in saying that it was a type of ad hominem attack called poisoning the well. Okay, you are correct. And among other links, one link I have in the crotch bar is a link about, it is a blog entry about different types of ad hominem attacks. So, yeah. In fact, thank you for that, because yes, I was correct, but it's good to have more specificity. In that sense, you're adding to the discussion. You're not detracting from it. So, yeah, I mean, it's good to have a better understanding. So, sure, thanks for throwing in that little detail. Repeating myself. You are correct, I did repeat myself. In my own defense, I marked the rant as a rant in the subject line for a reason. This is not an intellectual, parliamentary style debate or Lincoln Douglas debate kind of a thing. No. This is a rant. That's why I marked it that way. Now, if I was trying to make a more refined type of topical coherent no, but on a serious note, if I was trying to do something more refined other than just rant about these two dishonest men, then yeah, I would try to do something where I repeat myself a lot less and make it under 33 minutes. But okay, yeah, I repeated myself a lot. And I repeated myself. And now I'm repeating myself as a form of self-affecting humor about repeating myself. Okay. Now, okay, presuppositionalism. Now, the presuppositional argument is the assumption that the Christian God is the source of reason. Now, in the crotch bar, I have more links. One is the Wikipedia article about presuppositional apologetics. The other one is the Reason Wiki article about presuppositionalism. And the other one is an article, it's actually criticizing presuppositional apologetics. It is called, I believe it's called Questioning Presuppositionalism. Could be called something a little bit different, but it is from a blog called Gospel Coalition. I'm not reading this, I'm doing this from memory, but the links will indeed be there. I don't want to take time juggling tabs in this video, because I want to run through a few points. So, yeah, I do know what presuppositionalism is. However, I do, again, yeah, it is a valid point to say, look, if you're going to use a big word, then, you know, define the word for your viewers, because not all your viewers are going to follow the internet atheist-theist debate. Yeah, I get that. And I also get how if I just repeat that big word over and over, it may look rather pretentious. It may look like I'm a pseudo-intellectual hiding behind a plethora of polysyllabic words to illustrate the fact that that I can exhibit an extensive vocabulary regarding my philosophical pontifications. Yeah. No, I get that I could look rather pretentious if I just trot out a bunch of big words. There are indeed a lot of people who hide behind very complex concepts. I talked about 2 of them in my last video. And very big words in order to look smarter than they actually are. Now, it was not my intention to look like I'm bringing down the truth from on high. It was not my intention to look smarter than my audience. I was not trying to be snobby, and I hope that I did not come off that way. So, yeah. So, there you go. And I gotta say too, people can Google. I Googled to find these articles, and it didn't take me very long at all. In fact, in my bookmarks, I have several pages regarding logical fallacies, because I was going to put together a very small webpage where I list logical fallacies, because I see so many of them, not only on the internet at large, but in the otherkin and therein community. Now, will I still do something like that? I don't know. I may. And it may be part of a larger project that I may be involved with. There's lots of loose ends here. We'll see. And I'll go ahead and link you to the page when I'm finished with it, if I make it, if you want. Now then, okay. The 33-minute rant. Yeah, you did criticize me for going on and on for 33 minutes. Yeah, that's a little long, but I have to say, there are timestamps on the videos, and I did indicate that it was a rant in the title. So, you knew what you were getting into. So I don't really have a lot of sympathy there for anybody who complains about a 33-minute rant. I delivered what I promised. Let's see, another point. Oh, you mentioned that not I, nor you, nor anyone else have the capacity to see objective truth. Yes, I agree. Now, I hope that I did not come off like a person who thinks that I have this pipeline to objective truth, because surely I am not. My opinions are just that. They're my opinions. Truth, as I see it, is as I see it. I would hope that it is understood by people on the other end of my videos that I'm talking about truth as I see it. And somebody who doesn't understand that I am not the end-all and be-all of objective truth, well, I really don't know what I can do for them. Now, I certainly don't mean to come off like, I don't mean to come off as arrogant. And I rather don't like other people who come off as arrogant, who come off as people who know the truth, and it is their burden to bestow that truth upon others. However, I just don't subscribe to those people on YouTube. And when I can avoid those people in real life, I just avoid them. I mean, I don't really have any use for those people. Okay. Now, the common Joe Sixpack and Susie Soccer Mom. Something tells me they're not watching my videos, and that's fine. And if they do watch my videos, that is equally fine. One does not have to be mean when articulating opinions. Granted. However, one does not have to spoon-feed truth bit by bit by bit. If somebody is so convinced as to automatically, out of hand, convinced of some other viewpoint, to automatically out of hand reject your opinion, you probably can't convince them by spoon feeding it to them piece by piece by piece either. An example that you and I are both familiar with would be the Christian and Muslim fundamentalists here on YouTube. Now, can you convince somebody else bit by bit by bit? Yeah, you can, but a person like that, well, maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can simply be very straightforward and link to your sources and hack up a lung. Excuse me. But, you can be friendly, yes, but, straightforward. Personally, I prefer those who are direct. Now, having said that, I know other people will not prefer what I prefer, but then again, other people will not necessarily react exactly the opposite of how I will react. I think you're underestimating people, even Joe Sixpack, when you say, well, if you introduce truth to these people, they will recoil, they will run away, they will oppose it. Well, certainly some will. Certainly you have people that are that insecure. Yeah. But there are other people who will be like, huh? What's this? Other people will take some and leave some. Other people will kick it around and then, kick it around. Think about it, ponder it. Ponder the possibilities, question it, and then quietly reject it and go along the way. Yeah, sure. I mean, one possible reaction is to oppose it vehemently and violently and openly, but that's just one reaction out of many that people may have. And it's one reaction that people will have, but I tend to take people as individuals, even the Joe Sixpack people. So, I mean, people will come to my channel and accept or reject what I say as they please. I'm not going to sit here and yell at people. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, if you don't believe me, you're wrong, and I'm right and you're wrong, and you're stupid and I'm smart, and da 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 da. But by the same token, I'm not going to wear kid gloves. I try to strike a balance between being cordial, being civil about it, but still being forthright enough that people actually know what I'm trying to get across. Because trying to deliver it gradually, piece by piece by piece, that actually comes off as pretty manipulative. And I don't necessarily trust people who do that. And some people that I've run into some people who that's their method. And in fact, I've run into some theologians that do that. They start off with imparting, oh well, maybe there's a force out there or up there that designed the universe or something like that. And then they will slowly, ever so slowly, try to get you to accept that it's the the Jewish God. And then they will try to get you to accept that it's the Christian God. And then they will try to get you to accept a particular interpretation of the Bible. And then they will try to get you to accept whatever. And so on and so forth. And I mean, I've actually tried to converse with people like that, and it comes off as kind of slimy, kind of manipulative. I'd much rather these people say, you know, I'm this branch of Christianity, and I would like, and I think this is true, and I'd like to convince you. I think it would be a good thing if you believed. And then we can just have a discussion, or a debate, or an argument, or whatever we're going to have. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yes, this is dead air. I am currently giving you dead air. Since I can't think of anything else, I'm gonna stop this video right now and say thank you very much for listening. If you've gotten this far, if I neglected a particular point, let me know. And yeah, that's about all. So, know thyself.